Water.
Earth.
Fire.
Air.
For the longest time, the four nations have lived together in harmony. Under the wise leadership of Avatar Roku, the world has experienced an era of peace and prosperity unlike any other. But with the recent death of Avatar Roku after his volcanic island erupted, members of all four nations feel the winds and tides of change. With the search for the new Avatar only just beginning, the world seems poised on the brink of conflict. But without the Avatar, who will save the world?
My name is Bree, also known as PrettiPixel, and I am playing Shurva, a warrior from the Fire Nation.
I'm Andrew, also go by Lucifer. I'm playing Firebender that goes by Mako Bow.
Hello, I'm Ali, and I'm playing Oki, a waterbender from the Northern Water Tribe.
I'm Brandon, and I'm Rung-Bolo, an earthbender from the Earth Nation.
Hey, I'm Dave, and my character is Al, the Airbender from the Air Nomads.
And I'm Owen, the Dungeon Master of this ragtag group of members of all four nations. Hello! Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Andrew's not. Thank you, Andrew. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Lost Archives. We are so excited to be playing Avatar Legends tonight with you all. We're very excited to be back. Now, quickly, some announcements. For those of you who are watching on the stream or on YouTube, you'll see Bree's face is grayed out. Bree is not joining us tonight. She's a bit sick, unfortunately, so she's resting up. Hopefully, she'll be feeling a lot better by tomorrow or the next day. And definitely she should be feeling better by next Tuesday. Fingers crossed. But yeah, Bree won't be joining us tonight. So I will play Shurva's character. I'll play Bree's character Shurva for tonight. Be a real shame if something happened to Shurva.
Only one way to kill her.
You know a good way to kill
What
her.
way would that be?
You have to kill the whip. You have to
Take off her arm, right?
Result or something.
Yeah, I can take off both her arms. That's easy.
Actually,
It's
as a
only like
non-bender,
1,000
that would kind of
for
make her, like, I mean, I don't want to say useless, but she wouldn't have much to do. She'd be armless, let me put it that way.
Oh, her arms would, she would like just get like implants to have whips as arms.
I guess-
Oh,
she would
true.
be unarmed.
Yep. Armless was a better pun, but I'm pleased that you
I thought
tried.
unarmed was much better.
I like unarmed more.
Like- I like
Disarmed.
unarmed.
Disarmed would have been better.
Oh, disarmed is good.
Oh,
Sorry, Dave.
this is why
So
he's
thank
the
you for
DM.
joining us, everybody. We're very excited about playing Avatar Legends. Thank you, everybody who joined us last night for Curse of Strahd. As always, it was an awesome session. We had a great time. Definitely starting to get a bit more into the overarching quest line, shall we say, or some of the overarching main quest stuff that's kind of happening in Curse of Strahd. So definitely recommend checking that out if you're a fan of D&D or if you want to check out our horror campaign. Otherwise, Return of the Giants is going to be on tomorrow night. You're so welcome to come join us live. It'll be Wednesday, 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. I think our daylight saving time wraps up really soon, so we'll all be on the same time zone again.
First week of
Lord.
April?
Yeah, which
weekend?
means, yeah, I think it is the first week, which means that we will all be jumping on at 7 p.m. and streaming pretty much then as well. So we'll be jumping on and streaming pretty much at like 10 past 7 from now on. We've started a little bit earlier tonight. We are also going to have a slightly shorter session tonight just because Bree's not here and we don't want her to miss too much of it. So
Wait, Bree's not here?
Wait, what?
Just
I
discuss
didn't
that.
even notice.
That's
That's really
unbelievable. Where is she?
That's incredibly rude. So we will be doing a slightly shorter session tonight as well, just because Bree is away and I don't want her to miss too much of it.
Yay!
Yay! Grounded on Saturday morning.
Boys.
We've been making amazing progress in Grounded. I actually have a bit of a confession to make, a bit of a spoiler alert. Andrew, you're the only one who's going to know this in advance. I actually had a bit of spare time yesterday morning when the servers for my work were down for a bit, so I played a little bit of Grounded and built a bit more of our base. So I just jumped on the save and just gathered some grass and twigs and just built a bit of a base.
I think that's good. I think that's
Yeah,
good.
because it was
Not
like
good
we now
enough.
have a roof. Which is a nice welcome addition, and we had enough spider thread to make a couple more dew collectors as well. So hopefully now we've got some water to help provide for us.
Have you guys got zip lines yet?
No, we've got the chip. We just haven't handed it in yet. We need to go hand the chip in because we weren't handing the chip in because we don't want mosquitoes to spawn until we were all geared up. So we spent the last session last Saturday.
Mosquitoes are fine.
They are now. We spent the last session just absolutely hunting every creature we could to oblivion, and so now everyone's in like full gear that's like matching their playstyle. So I'm the meat shield. I'm wearing like full ladybug gear. I've got my weevil shields, and I'm just there taking hits. And then Andrew's gone for like full stealth archer. Bree's gone for full archer. I think Shrupi went for like hunter style. I think he's wearing the spider gear to apply poison effects. From memory, yeah. So each of us has like a set gear and a set a role in combat. I love how I can just see Archie slowly disappearing off stream right there. So he just slowly vanishes off screen.
Disappeared into the temple.
Yeah, he's going to go do some meditation.
Walk up the steps, that'd be great.
Oh, that'd be amazing. He's slowly coming back. He's got some Hendrix gin. He's prepared.
Hendrix. Yeah, bougie boy.
Very nice. Yeah, so I do recommend if you happen to be awake nice and early on a Saturday morning if you're in Australia, or Friday afternoon, evening in America, come watch the Grounded stream. It's lots of fun. We muddle through and generally shout at Andrew. Andrew, where are you? What are you doing? Why are you dying? Andrew, stop dying.
Ever.
Yeah.
Don't bring the wolf spider to everyone else.
Oh my god, no, seriously though. I will share this story because this is pretty funny. This is pretty funny. All of us, like, I don't know why we weren't sleeping, but for some reason we all were like doing certain tasks and it got really late and a wolf spider came and we built our base on top of the baseball and it's right in the way of a wolf spider track. And so the wolf spider immediately assaulted our base and we like all ran up. We're like, great, it can't get to us. It immediately jumps on the base. So we start shitting our pants, except it gets stuck in the water tank and so it can't attack us, but we can still attack it. So it was really kind of awkward. We felt a bit bad. We just beat this wolf spider to death with like level 1 tier 1 clubs and spears and then got like really good stuff from it to make better armor. I think we made like a dagger that does poison out of it immediately and then it just made hunting the rest of them so much easier. It was quite funny because all of us were like screaming and running and then like we jumped down off the baseball base and we looked up and the spider's kind of stuck there and it's like glitching out really obviously. So we were like, oh, go up and have a quick look. And yeah, sure enough, it was glitched into the acorn water collector, the acorn water tank. I didn't know that was possible. It was very funny.
Wolf spiders. No one likes wolf spiders and whitetail spiders. They're both okay.
I like wolf spiders in the real world. Wolf spiders and huntsman spiders are our friends. They eat cockroaches and
I thought
stuff.
wolf spiders were like whitetails. They have like necrosis. They bite you and they're like, eh. And they're meat.
Fact check that. I don't think that's
they're
true.
like, meh.
Spider bite.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I was like taught that wrongly as a kid. I know I don't like whitetails.
Symptoms of a wolf spider bite are
wolf
usually
spiders.
minor, restricted to local pain or itchiness. That's
No, I don't want
Okay,
that.
that's fine.
Stay away from me. No.
Dave's not a fan of
Okay,
spiders.
I
at all.
like wolf spiders.
Great.
now
So
then.
tonight we're going to be doing
White
a what I like to call arachnophobia mode. But it's not going to be. Yeah, we're just going to be.
Spider scorpions attacked.
Yeah.
White spiders.
They're wolf spiders, but literal wolf spiders. Oh, that'd be funny. Alrighty, perfect. I will do a quick recap. We will jump into the session and get started. I can see like the ghost of Archie, the spectre of Archie, like moving in and out as his like background removal carries him in and out of screen.
Kidnap the child.
It's just for podcast listeners. I think Archie's daughter is
love the
refusing
face,
to go to bed, and we have just seen Archie carrying his daughter sideways, just past the camera, with like this look of long suffering parenthood all across his face. I'd say his daughter doesn't want to go to bed. I suspect she's arguing about bedtime. Oh my god! All right, let us do a quick recap and we will jump into the session. Our story has been following Shurva and Mako of the Fire Nation, Rung of the Earth Kingdom, Aquila of the Water Tribe, and Aang of the Air Nomads. With the recent death of Avatar Roku following the eruption of his volcanic island home, omens of war and conflict seem numerous. The team are currently on the trail of the 4 elemental spirits in an attempt to calm their rage and undo the damage done by a careless wish made of the whale spirit of the Sea Wong Desert. After locating and appeasing the Arctic fox spirit of the Northern Water Tribe, the group have travelled south, past the walls of Ba Sing Se and to the Eastern Air Temple. Learning that the bison spirit has surrounded itself in a brutal storm, the group took a moment to train and prepare. Mako, Shurva, Rung and Aquila stumbled across a kidnapping plot in the meantime. A librarian who had been archiving the recent births and deaths in the various air temples had been taken by a sect of air nomads called the Guiding Wind. Suspecting that this group were now after the identity of the new Avatar, the group are keen to search for the lost librarian after dealing with the spirit. Travelling by sky bison to the storm's border, the experienced airbenders have used their bending powers to hold the powerful winds back, allowing the group to push through into the eye of the storm. First facing off against some sky sharks, the group were then able to find the bison's spirit. However, a massive discharge of lightning from the bison sent the team through into the spirit wilds. Making their way back to the bison spirit, the group were attacked by Yavu, a dark spirit the group had encountered in the north. Just when things seemed darkest, a red dragon swooped in and helped drive the spirit back. Riding atop it was none other than Avatar Roku, or the spirit of Avatar Roku, who, with the help of the team, was able to seal Yavu in a clay pot. Travelling back through the rift, Shurva and Mako calmed the sky bison spirit, while Aang carefully maintained Mango's flight and Rung held on for dear life. We jump back in as the storm clouds have fully abated, the air nomads swooping forwards on their sky bison alongside Mango. One of the air nomads, probably you would recognize this as the stable master, rushes forward, seeing Mango's burn along the side of her body, pulls out some salve and begins immediately treating her burns, trying to put this on before the burns sort of scar too badly. Jumping off the back of her sky bison and onto Mango's back is Sister Tucker. She rushes forward and grabs Aal in a big bear hug before pulling the rest of you in as well. I am just so pleased you are not hurt. When we saw the sudden flash of lightning, I assumed the worst had happened and we could not see you. We could not find you, but then you are okay. You are all okay.
Sister Taka, you would not believe me. You would not believe me.
Did you see us come back?
No, I just we lost you for a while in the storm, and then suddenly you were there again.
How long was a while? How long did we feel like it was as well? Like,
from your
we have a
perspective,
sense of
it was
time, really?
probably about an hour.
Is that including the spirit world time?
That is the spirit world time.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It felt like an hour. Okay.
So a lot quicker than I was expecting.
Yeah, for you guys, it felt like about an hour in the spirit wilds.
Yep.
Is the spirit of the sky bison gone?
Yes, we saw it all dissipate in front of our eyes, fade back, hopefully towards its home in the wilds. Once again, now that the storm has abated, you did it. You calmed the spirit. And she looks over at Shurva and gives her a really big beaming smile. This older air nomad with her hair sort of shaved back, the blue tattoo right in the middle of her forehead, smiles this big beaming smile at Shurva. An expression you've not seen on Sister Tucker's face very often, Arl, and for the rest of you, probably not once at all. As she holds Shurva by the shoulders and looks her in the eyes, you did a wonderful job. You were able to keep the singing bowl active the whole time. I could hear the music coming through the storm. You did a wonderful job, Shurva. A wonderful job indeed. You see as Shurva blushes a bit and kind of like stomps the ground and goes, it was nothing, like just doing my part.
I mean, we all did a part.
We all did a part. We had the ship Mango held at the front by the amazing. I was gonna say Arl then for a second. I was gonna say Aang. I had a weird brain flip then when I was just confused, like Arl and Aang for some reason. But Arl up at the front, heading the storm. We had our boy Archie over here providing support to acoustics. Me at the back, keeping things weighted down in the storm. We had our boy Mark. Yeah, sorry, Aquila, thank you. And our boy Mark over here blasting fireballs at sky sharks. It was a good team effort, but should have had this. Should have had the balls well and truly sorted. That's not how it's meant to come out. Anyway, I'm very, very proud of the work we all did.
Indeed, you all.
How long did it seem like we were gone though? Like,
10, 15 minutes at most. That's why we feared something had gone wrong. We sent one of our brothers Song, down underneath to see if you had fallen into the ocean, but he could not see any sign of you, and the lightning across the surface of the clouds kept him from going too close to the storm.
Well,
wanna,
we were smacked into the spirit world.
I'm sorry.
Yep,
what?
I was going to say, do you want to take this one? Good. Perfect.
Yeah.
I'll support you.
I mean, the spirit bison struck lightning at us, and it sent us to what we think was the spirit world, and then we were attacked by Aquila's nemesis. But Avatar Roku appeared and saved us. Really, I mean, we beat Yavu a couple times, but he changed forms. He was like, "This isn't even my final form," and then just changed again. And
Yeah, he just kept getting more.
Or
like,
noodly.
Yeah, he got more tendrils. It was really weird.
Mm.
And like this glowing red orb. It was really weird.
The name Yavu seems familiar. You mentioned the spirit before. A while back, I think you mentioned that there was a dark spirit that you were interested in looking up some information on. This is that same spirit, I imagine.
Yep, that's the same one. We found him, so
Is it?
don't need to look him up anymore.
Try to attack Archie. Try to attack
He's-
Aquila.
He's
Couldn't
now
beat-
in a
couldn't beat him.
spirit clay pot. I don't know.
He's
Is
in
that
a-
how it works?
it's very
in a-
clever.
Is that how it works?
He's been turned to pot.
He's now in a pot.
Yeah.
I don't
Dark
know.
turn.
He is a pot.
He is a
I don't
pot.
know.
Is that how it works?
I think he was
know.
in the
Full
pod.
circle.
Who
He
knows?
is in the pot now.
But in the
Thank you
spirit
very
world,
much.
But in the spirit world.
Okay.
Right, and you
Fine.
said that you saw the spirit of Avatar Roku. That's
yes.
Yes.
That is amazing. That is phenomenal. We've often theorized, many airbenders theorized where the Avatar spirits go in between their life cycles, in between their reincarnation. It seems they are indeed in the spirit wilds during this.
Yeah, I
this
think they're
period.
probably in the spirit wilds.
That would make sense. Wow. Well, we should.
He had his dragon and everything.
Yeah, it was,
His dragon was in
awesome.
the spirit world as well, right?
It was
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh, but
His pet was there as well.
I think it
We
was
didn't
more
have
his
to doubt him in everything we
companion than
tried.
his pet. But wow, yes. Well, we should get you back to the Eastern Air Temple. I'm sure you all need a rest. And Mango, as she leans over the side of the bison and sees this jagged lightning-shaped scar up the side of Mango's flank. Mango, I'm sure, would appreciate a rest and maybe some mango tarts. I think we can organize something special for her. You did so well, Mango. As she pats the sky bison's head, you hear this roar from underneath as Mango lets out this little growl.
Mango's gonna have a cool battle scar.
Cheek stick scars, Mango. Cheek stick
Like,
scars.
so cool.
She is a chick though.
Mm-hmm.
Chicks
It
are
doesn't-
about
Doesn't mean that she
Stands.
doesn't want to attract.
Still stands.
Yeah. Anyway, while this is going on, the rest of the air nomads, along with you guys on the back of Mango, begin flying back towards the Eastern Air Temple, with the winds no longer howling behind you or into you, pushing you back and keeping you from flying. It's actually quite a quick journey back to the Eastern Air Temple as you fly up along the coast of the eastern section of the Earth Kingdom, head back towards into the mountain areas. You soon spy the temples of the Eastern Air compound, I should probably call it. It's a number of temples there, rising high over the plateau as you begin descending down into the main area. You can see a number of air nomads have arranged themselves, putting up almost what look to be some sort of storm shelter-esque attempts. There are sections of canvas covering open doorways. You can see where a number of air nomads have tried to set up barricades, helping to kind of divert the storm cloud. But as they see all of you flying back in, there's this sort of cheer that rises up, echoing through the mountain areas around you. And as the bison begin descending and landing on the grassy areas just near the fruit orchard, orchard. I always do that. I don't know why.
Is it?
always-
Guess how many trees
Orchard.
make up an orchard?
Orchid's the flower. Orchard's
Orchard.
the grouping of
okay.
trees that are fruit trees. But for some strange reason, it's just one of those weird quirks. I always say the wrong one, and I have no idea why. It's like a friend of mine who was he's a fantasy writer. For 15 years, she thought the word peasant was pronounced peasant because she'd never heard it out loud. She'd only seen it written down, which is hilarious.
Mine always said
She's a
asylum is
phenomenal fantasy writer. And then she was like, "Oh yeah, a group of peasants," and I was like, "Sorry, what?" Oh, man.
Pheasants?
Yeah,
Peasants?
amazing.
Peasants. Town of peasants.
Counterfists. Anyway, as you guys land and the cheer rises up and echoes around the area, around the open gardens surrounding the orchard, you can see a number of younger air nomads begin rushing forwards on very small kites that only get a little bit off the ground as they begin flying around and darting and weaving beneath the bison's feet. You hear a couple of the older air nomads call out, "No, please stop that, children, you will get squashed." The response is just laughter and the occasional kind of, you assume is some sort of like maybe air nomad equivalent of a swear word, where they go, "Oh, blow off," and then begin like weaving around once again. I would know that is like about as rude as air nomads kind of get. Yeah. You've probably said it once or twice. I mean, in this campaign, we've seen you close to death at least 6 times, and you've never once said it. So that gives you an idea of how serious this word is.
Maybe he just didn't know that word.
He just didn't know it.
Yeah, maybe he just didn't know it.
I was just a delicate flower.
I look at Al, I'm like, is that a bad word? What if I'm going to blow off some steam? Is that bad?
Well, it's contextual. So, like, if you tell someone to BO, then it's like, that's bad.
Nicely done, Dave.
Oh, no.
Well done.
I know some people with some BO. Oh, okay. I'll be careful with my words with these guys.
Well, as you guys jump off the back of Mango and begin sort of moving around, the stable master comes over to you, Al. Would you like me to take Mango for some sort of refreshment? She looks very tired. We can apply some bandages to her side. I recommend that she gets some rest for the next 24 or 48 hours, if that is okay. She's your companion bison, but with your permission, of course.
Yeah, no, of course. Tell me where she'll be kept, and I'll go visit her from time to time as well.
We will put her in the upper stable section, in one of the larger stalls. Make sure there's some fresh hay there for her to lie on, and
mango tarts. She loves mango tarts.
It would be a great waste to offer mango tarts. At that,
Mango
Sister
tarts.
Tucker, Sister Tucker puts a hand on his shoulder and leans in. This Sky Bison has done a great service to the air people, to the people of the Air Nation. You will provide her with at least 6 mango tarts. Are you sure, Sister Tucker?
She's a hero. She's
At
One
least.
for each of us, right?
every hour on the hour.
I do not know if we have enough mango tarts to fulfill such a. I will do my best. I will. He reaches forward, grabs the reins, looks back at you guys in a bit of confusion, and begins sort of leading Mango away from you. For podcast listeners, Al is currently doing the I'm looking at you with his the old finger eye. What are you doing? Brilliant. As Mango is led away by the stable master, Sister Tucker pulls you all in, sort of bringing you a bit closer and getting you guys a bit, I'd say probably out of earshot of the rest of the air nomads. As they sort of begin rushing around partying, a lot of the other air benders who went off to help hold back the storm clouds for you to then rush in and try and appease the Sky Bison spirit. A lot of their comrades and friends are cheering them, patting them on the back, asking what it was like. And you can already hear a very exaggerated version of the story starting to emerge, involving these blasts of lightning firing out at every direction and having to do barrel rolls around and avoid all of this brutal lightning. And there were 50 sky sharks just pouring out of this storm cloud. It's already taken on a life of its own.
The sharks had lasers.
The sharks were shooting lightning, yeah. Freaking sharks.
At one point,
Freaking lasers.
and I was blasting rocks in this air tunnel he made at these sky sharks. It's incredible.
Yeah,
I agree with everything.
The story's already just absolutely taken on a life of its own. As Sister Tucker pulls you in close. Now, we were talking before about the librarian who had been stolen. No,
Mr. Library.
Oh, you.
It's a library.
How is Mr. Library? Did you find him?
We
Any
have
news?
No news, unfortunately. Although our scouts are due to arrive back sometime this evening. Hopefully they have located where the guiding wind have taken him. We did find something else a bit disturbing as well, though. I'm not sure if we told you that some of his notebooks are gone as well.
No, we just assumed that would happen.
You did not say anything about that?
Okay, well, we
You've confirmed it?
Indeed, some of the notebooks that you've been keeping, particularly those discussing recent births in the Air Nation, had been taken. I agree with your suspicions that the Guiding Wind have taken Nomu, Archivist Nomu, so that they may learn the identity, or at least have an idea of the identity of the new Avatar, knowing that they are born into the Air Nation.
How good is he at keeping secrets, even when being tortured? Is that like something you like?
The Guiding Winds are still members of the Air Nation. I find it hard to believe that they would resort to physical torture. They might try and reason with him and try and trick him and encourage him to
Taka, they resorted to kidnapping. We don't know what they're capable of.
And they hired earthbenders. The earthbenders could do it for them. Like there's a whole there's loopholes here that so that they don't have to do it.
Yeah, they keep their hands clean.
I don't know if I can accept.
They could threaten him with puppies. Just saying.
What was that? Sorry. They could threaten him with puppets.
Threaten him with puppies.
Oh, puppies.
I heard puppies.
That'd work in a killer.
Yeah.
Oh no, I love them.
Oh no! I've forsaken these ways.
Oh no, not puppets.
Oh no! Oh, this one's so bad. I don't
this
love
one's full of
puppets.
blood.
Bloodbender.
What? Spoilers.
He's a bloodbender.
I'm pretty sure it's on your character
art.
art. If you look at the character art of Aquila, I've given you the symbol for bloodbending as your like.
You gotta look really close.
Yeah, it's
And
not
also
bad.
know.
Oh, he's also got fangs.
It is also on your wiki page. I'm pretty sure it says Aquila, known bloodbender.
Oh, let's check that.
I'm pretty sure he only at night he sleeps in a coffin. It's really weird.
In the day he sleeps in a coffin. During the night he's awake.
Yeah, strangely,
Archie,
when it's around at night, he does this weird
Aquila,
bat
a
noise, like
waterbender
tinkling.
seen from the northern water
Yeah,
tribe
but if you look on the
hiding
right
a
hand
dark
side,
secret.
character information, pronouns he, him, playbook for bold, training, waterbending, bloodbending.
I thought his pronoun to be he, him, bloodbender.
Anyway, irrelevant. Anyway, as Sister Taka leans in and goes, yes, I was very concerned that perhaps they had. I agree with your suspicions, is what I am trying to say. I think it is very likely that he has been taken so that they may learn the identity of the new Avatar. Did Roku have anything to say about this? Did you mention this to Avatar Roku?
We mentioned some other stuff, but he wasn't really
We didn't have that much
across it.
time.
Yeah.
Said spirits can often change their forms and move in mysterious ways, so you can't really keep an eye on them. So we didn't ask about it.
No, we just rode the dragon.
Yeah.
It was
we
pretty
did.
cool. It was dragon.
Is that a euphemism? No, she doesn't say that.
That's chasing it.
Oh, so that's what the kids are calling it nowadays.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
Is one able to get off the dragon easily, or is it much more difficult to get off the dragon?
I can get off.
Pretty easy.
Depends how long you've been riding it.
The awkwardness of that being that we do have a friend who goes by dragon, so now you've just made that really weird, Archie. Just so you know.
I'm fine with it.
The look of regret. For podcast listeners, he's just turned his camera off, probably to go and I don't know, just exist in shame.
Name, though.
Shame.
Like
Shame.
Dragon, like a powerful Russian name, Dragon, or something like that. Cool. But do we know, if we go back on track, do we know where the guiding wind guides their wind towards?
We know
Where they
that
might be?
we know that they have a number of locations where they operate out of. They did
Do they have
have
any nearby?
a bit of a presence in the Fire Nation for some time after the Fire
Scared
Nation
of Mako.
princess Zeshan, I believe her name was, joined with the Guiding Wind and put Fire Lord Ozai into a rage. His sister joining a group of renegade air nomads. It was tumultuous time. I believe they still have a presence in one of the islands in the Fire Nation archipelago. Apart from that, if you said that they were working with earthbenders, I assume it is safe to say they have maybe some sort of presence in the Earth Kingdom as well. Perhaps even in Ba Sing Se itself.
We did
That be
say.
your strongest belief? Would that be?
I'm not sure. Sorry, I mean, we knew where they were when they were part of the Air Nation, when they were still visiting the temples, but since the death of Avatar Roku, they have kind of pulled themselves away a bit.
Because this
Well-
If they're Earthbenders, maybe Earth Nation wouldn't be the worst option to check.
Well, I mean, like, we're
Maybe
waiting for the
reason
scouts
to
to
go
come
there.
back, and someone mentioned that they saw one of the boats heading towards south of here. Remember when Oki was leaving?
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
maybe we should get some rest, and if the scouts come back tonight, then we can just move straight away.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
And
that's good.
Mango's resting. She should be all right.
it might even be best if you wait until tomorrow morning to depart. Mango could do with a bit longer.
Would it
to
be
rest.
worse for us to borrow another bison since it's urgent?
I think
You
you
want to
could borrow.
get rid of Mango?
No, I want to
Yeah.
let Mango rest.
You could definitely borrow another bison. My concern is that you may not, if you are on a trail and they are indeed traveling quite far away, it may be some time before you are able to come back and travel with Mango. And as you know, the bond between an air nomad and their bison is something special, something that we try not to break or separate wherever possible.
Okay. No, that's fair enough. I
Kill
just don't want this
Mango,
cold.
get
I
us
just
a
don't want
new
this to go cold.
I suspect that if they are traveling with a large, you described a large cage that he was being kept in, that is not very aerodynamic, and they will need to rest frequently. The bison carrying that cage will be tired frequently. I think
So they wouldn't be
on
far.
Mango, a small strike
it's
team, you could catch up
Been
quickly.
a day.
It's been a day.
So they can't be that far then if they're carrying a huge
I
cage.
think you would have not too much trouble catching up, potentially.
What's south of here?
South of here, if you head down along the coastline, there are some Earth Nation villages scattered around. There is a swamp area down towards the south as well, mangroves, and then a large section of open ocean. If you keep going south, you'll hit the southern pole, the southern water tribe.
We don't need to go there.
No, we don't.
Well, you've managed to calm two of the elemental spirits, the Arctic fox spirit of the north of water, and now Cloudbreaker, the sky bison spirit of air. That only leaves two more, one in the Fire Nation, one in the Earth Kingdom.
No, it only leaves one more. We're not looking for the mole.
She sort of looks a bit confused and nods and
There's
goes,
just one more.
"Okay, well
Yeah, just one more.
then I guess just the Fire Nation, then the spirit of fire."
Give a wink.
The other option was Brother Pion,
I'm
one of the airbenders who was trying to recruit me for the Guiding Wind. He's based at the Southern Air Temple. So if the league goes cold on the way to the Fire Nation, we could visit the Southern Air Nomads and see if we can get a lead there as well.
Indeed, you said Brother Pion, you suspect he was involved with the Guiding Wind?
Yes, he tried to recruit me.
That is interesting. And have you communicated this to anybody else?
I mentioned it to you
Yes.
an hour ago. So,
Anybody else? That's why I said, have you mentioned this to anybody else? Not, have you mentioned this to anybody?
I am also Roku. I mean,
Roku as well.
Master Roku.
Okay. Anybody else?
Us.
No, but
Yeah, we know.
Yes?
Lake
Mako?
Shay, I think, was also
Mango.
aware of it as well. So,
Mango knows. Yeah, that's true.
Mango probably knows.
Yeah,
Ali,
Mango
Oh, sorry.
definitely knows.
not Ali.
We're in the
Ali's
meeting
not a
room
real
near her
person.
rear.
Was
Okay,
there-
that's
but-
Okay.
Sister Lake Shay might know something as well because she was warning me, or subtly telling me to be objective and think for myself when talking to Brother Pion. So
Indeed.
She should be here at the Eastern Air Temple, actually.
I have not seen her myself. Maybe she is here somewhere. She was traveling. I know that she was. I know that she was at the Northern Air Temple. She was traveling to the Northern Water Tribe last time I saw her. I do not believe she has returned yet.
Huh. They went ahead of us.
They did.
That's concerning.
That's potentially is. Maybe she has been waylaid or.
Sister Sun as well, the young hyperactive little airbender girl.
Sister Sun. She arrived back not too long ago with a much more sullen boy who has since travelled on to the Southern Air Temple.
But Sister Lake Shay wasn't with her.
No, maybe you should talk.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find Sister Sun. I'll catch up with everyone later.
Al, I know you were close to. I know you were close to Master Gyatso. Brother Gyatso. Did you mention any of your concerns to him?
About the guiding wind?
Yes.
Well, yeah. I told him that Pion tried to recruit me, and that was about it. Because we didn't know they kidnapped people by that point in time. So yeah.
Would you like me to send a message to Master Gyatso? See if we can.
Yeah. I think that would be yes. We shouldn't just keep this to ourselves. But we don't know who we can trust, so I think maybe try to keep it. I mean, apart from us.
Very trustworthy.
Maybe we keep it private to Monk Gyatso.
That sounds like a very good idea. Yes, we will. I will send a trusted, one of the trusted students to go and contact him, speak with him directly, and maybe even bring him back here without any context, and I will speak with him personally.
Is there any distinguishing markers for keep an eye out for someone who may be with I was going to say the Golden Wind, but I realise that's JoJo's, the Guiding Wind. Is there anything I can keep an eye out for? Do you guys have tattoos that are different from the usual? Different robes?
My understanding was that they still had they were air nomads and benders. They would still have had the same tattoos if they achieved the rank of master as any other member of the air nomads. I am not sure whether they have a symbol or not. I know there was some talk of you know the symbol for the air nomads, the symbol of the winds. I believe there's. Thank you. Yes. Yes, indeed.
From the YMCA.
The symbol of the three winds sort of coming together and merging in the center.
That one.
I believe.
Yeah, the one under Dave's name.
Yeah, I was going to say it's on his character.
I mean, if we really want to just break down all like immersion, just underneath Dave. Yes, I believe the Guiding Wind had a similar one, but it was all in the same direction. One larger wind and then two more coming off the side, blowing in a single direction to symbolize the movement of the winds and the way they guide.
Sorry, Sister Tucker, we were listening. That's the logo.
I was listening.
That is a real shame because what I am going to say is go fuck yourself. And she airbends a slice of air that cuts you in half, and that's the end of the cat. No.
Sister Tucker told us to blow off.
Blow off. You should all go blow off, all of you, each and every one of you. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. And then you hear a familiar voice. Are you being cheeky? And you see Monk Gyatso walking over. He goes, you should all blow off, the lot of you. No, none of that happens.
Get blown.
Get blown. Did you want me to? I can repeat that. I saw you were a bit distracted by those young air nomad students there. You need to pay more attention. Hey, you are giving into temptation. Those pretty girls over there. You need to focus and look at me. Ignore them. As you see a bunch of.
They don't look at you.
They don't. They're not looking. And as they look at Aquila, they like feel a little bit under their breath and then run away.
I'm sorry. The Northern Air Temple only has boys.
There is a reason for that, to help avoid distraction, Al. A point you are proving most perfectly right now. I believe the guiding wind had a symbol similar to the symbol of the Air Nation, but rather than the winds coming together, symbolizing harmony, the winds were all blowing in the one direction. One larger one and then two more arranged above it. Somewhat similar to the symbol of the water tribe, where the waves are crashing down in one direction. The winds were moving in one direction.
You said one direction
Symbolizing
so many
unity
times.
and like togetherness and moving towards one goal. No,
Don't think
okay.
they're
Can't even
about-
think
You're
of
not
what
part of the
they're
guiding
called.
wind, are you, Mako?
Probably not any good, mate.
Oh, what?
No, it does sound like
It's
the
like,
Fire
no,
Nation.
I didn't have anything to do with Zaysan, the Fire Nation princess who
No,
joins
no,
the
it's all
guiding
good.
winds.
Ooh.
How do you know that? Well, I might go maybe try and read a book or two or something.
What?
Like that. Maybe.
Can you read?
What? Wait.
I'm just saying. Like I'm
Did you hit your
a
head?
traveled earthbed. I drowned a little bit when I was in the spirit wilds.
Hey,
Like,
you didn't
I
die.
think that woke something up in me. Well, I didn't, but I'm pretty sure it took away some key features of my brain that are firing
Yeah, but you
correctly,
could
and it
never
makes me
read
wanna
to begin with, so I don't know why you're starting now.
You actually
I-
seem more self-aware now that you've almost drowned than you did before.
I don't know what it is. I think I understand most of the alphabet now. It's just awakened something in me.
What
But
was
if it's
the
a first
A?
one, like,
Most of the alphabet.
tons of nerds,
Like,
yeah.
in order, or just random letters like a shotgun
It's
approach?
just random.
Everything
It's
before
like every
T.
third or fifth,
Yeah,
fifth letter.
A, D, F, D. Wait, that's not right. Wait, sorry, let me do it in Rung's voice. A, D, F, G,
Cheese
M,
of
N.
truth.
Q, R.
I
Dead.
did say I was going to be successful, guys. I've got to give my best crack. I've got a couple gold coins here. I'm sure I could pay a nerd to read for me if I have to.
I'm sure I could pay a nerd to read for me. You know how it is. Just find a nerd and pay them gold. You know how much nerds like money. They like counting and things like that. Just give them money,
Oh
they count
my
it.
Exactly.
God.
One thing, Air Nation people love cash, so I reckon I can get it done. I can't do it
Is
myself.
that correct?
Shurva looks over at you and goes, Rung, what would you do if you had to, like, I don't know, tally up how much coal that you were bringing up from the mines? How did you quantify that amount when you were working in a mine? Because, I don't know, it
Wait.
seems to me like that's a pretty important thing to be able to do.
But wait, what you do, you get the cart and you want to find out it's enough, you just like, boom, kick your foot up, get a rock there, and if it feels like you had to kick harder to get that cart up like that, then you know you've got a fair bit in there. But if it's really light, you know it's a pretty light load, and you better send it back down and hit someone. And tell them to actually not cut you off a few lumps of coal.
Yeah, that,
Simple work, really.
that checks
That-
out.
That checks out
That
way
seems
too
legit.
much.
Yeah. We've got.
And what about when you were getting paid, Rung?
Rung,
How did you know that you were getting paid the right amount?
trust.
Back in the mine, there's just an overseer like relaxing on this like beautiful opulent chaise lounge, like just counting money in a big stack and going
Oh,
like,
100%.
you know what? Thank
100%.
God for Rung-Bolo. Without him, oh man, I would have had to have worked into my 40s. But as it is, I'm only 27 and I've retired.
He's like the Goblin King from like The Hobbit. He just like crawls down this big pile of
Down,
money.
down in Goblin Town.
Rough week, Rung. Sorry, mate. 1 gold piece.
Yeah,
Sorry,
one piece.
Rung. Only 1 gold piece today.
1 portion. 1/4 portion.
Yeah, that's it. What's that from? That's from fucking Star Wars, isn't it?
Yep.
Is
Yeah,
it
yeah,
1/4 portion. There you go. Well, that does indeed sounds like an interesting side anecdote. I will go and check on the other airbenders, make sure that all who helped with the holding back of the winds are okay, and pass the message around that we are no longer in danger.
For now.
For now.
I mean, Mr. Library's still in danger.
Yeah, Mr. Library's still not looking good.
No,
Almost
but
alive.
we are not in, as in like
Cautious.
the temple itself and the people who live here, the children who are here
Does
training
Mr.
there. Not,
Library not live at the temple?
yes, but everybody else, I can let.
We still got to look after the Elder Spirits, and if we don't do that, everyone's still in danger.
Yeah, it's a world.
But they're
thing,
like
isn't it?
half as mad
Yeah.
now, so it's better.
Yeah.
At least.
I think
If
they're
we
still
stop
just
here, like,
as
it'd be
mad,
bad,
but it's
it wouldn't
just
be
half the amount.
Exactly. Half as cocaine.
Good thing we're focusing on this instead of geopolitical interference between countries.
Yeah, so glad we did this.
Yay!
The players, if you're unsure what we're talking about,
Sorry.
this entire campaign was a derail back in about episode 9 when I had this whole like, it's called Embers of War because it's happening during the period of time where Avatar Roku's died, Avatar Aang is only just been born, no one knows he's the Avatar yet, and during this time the Fire Nation are gearing up to attack. They've got their sights on the Earth Kingdom and the Air Nation at this point, and so I had this whole like geopolitical intrigue campaign ready to rock and roll. And then at about episode 7, as a bit of an aside for a bit of fun, I chucked in this whole thing about the ocean spirit of the Seawong Desert, Tuathanon, who was rumored to be able to grant wishes. Turns out that hook stuck fast, and the party then immediately designated their entire existence to finding this fish, this whale spirit, and getting their wish. And the wish was the incredibly vague "undo my mistakes" from Mako here.
Hook, line, and sinker, baby.
Yeah, obviously, monkey's paw. The spirit interpreted that in the most vague possible way and tried to twist it. Luckily, however, we had Mako roll a D100 to see how closely the spirit was going to try and get with what he said, and we got lucky. We got 100. I think it was like 98, wasn't it? 97.
I think it was 75.
It was high. It was like, maybe 95. It was decently high. And so it's not been as bad. But this whole thing about chasing down the spirits and appeasing them, this was all. I've had to like come up with this on the fly sometimes as a direct result of Andrew being like, I like wishes.
I like wish. Give me that wish.
A single
Daddy wasn't
throwaway
sorry
line.
about wishes ever told. It's always worked out well for the person who's made them.
Yeah. I just thought it'd be fun. Oh, and I did have someone in chat asking about Tuathanon, where that name comes from. It's a mishmash of Welsh and Polynesian and Maori. So Welsh Tuatha De Danann is like the name of the Fae. And then one of the Polynesian gods of the ocean and Maori gods of the ocean. That sort of naming nomenclature of having the apostrophe and the conjoined words. And a Noah at the end. So Tuathanon is it's sort of like a melding of those different cultures to come up with that name. So that's where that comes from, if anyone was wondering. I know there was someone in chat who asked about it, so just before I forget, on the YouTube comments. Alrighty. As you then head back to your place of accommodation, the guest house located towards the southern end of the air temple. Yes. Why are you raising your hand?
I've gone to look for Sun.
Oh, okay. You've gone to go look for Sun.
Yeah.
Perfect. That means you're heading over. I'm guessing. Like, where are you going to go? It's a big temple.
I was just gonna. I don't know the temple very well because it's the Eastern.
Yep.
So I was just gonna go around. This is gonna sound weird. To girls around Sun's age, which was quoted as 14-year-old in a non-creepy way, and ask them if they've seen Sun.
Okay.
Or know where I can find Sun.
Just in the interests of speeding this up,
I'm only 16 at this point, by the way, so it's
ask,
okay.
The first airbender you ask immediately goes, "Yeah, I know Sun. She's one of my friends. I can go find her if you like and bring her back here."
Oh, perfect. I'll just wait right here.
Yeah. She brushes off, comes back a moment later with Sun. You remember Sun from your time in the Northern Water Tribe. This very bubbly, very excitable airbender. She doesn't have her full tattoos yet. She's not hasn't achieved the rank of airbending master, so she's not had her tattoos applied yet. But you can see that she has the robes of an acolyte of the air nomads, and she has started to shave her head back a little bit in the style of the air nomads. And as she sees you, you watch as she blasts some air behind her, rushes forward, and wraps you up in a really big hug. Oh, how you doing? Oh my god, it's been so long since I saw you. How is everything? How are you guys going? Where's your friends? Have you guys seen I haven't seen how's everyone going?
I am good. We've been fine. We've had lots of adventures, and everyone is good.
She always talk this much? Oh, I'm not here.
Yeah,
You're not there.
yeah, she does.
Oh, that's so good. How's Oki doing? I haven't seen Oki in a while. And Mako's still okay? Rung's still like an earthbender, right? Like, that's so weird that he just like makes rocks go up and down. Like, is that really how it's been?
Right? It's a bit funny, right?
Yeah, it's a little bit weird.
I'm blushing.
You're not
Oki
there.
and Ahimi have gone up to the.
No, that's what I said. Like, I'm not there, but I'm blushing just out of nowhere.
He sneezes.
Your ears are red.
Oki and Hini were here, but they went south to travel to the water tribe down there.
You mean
we also picked up a new person as well, which is. Did you meet Aquila in the Northern Water Tribe?
No, I don't think I did. I don't think I met Aquila. I'd remember that name because it sounds like he's
well-
Aquila. It's such a crazy name.
Why do you say that? No, he didn't actually kill anyone. He took someone's arm off, though.
What? And you're traveling with him? Does he carry the arm around with him? Like, does it smell? Like, how does he take care of it?
Oh, it was handy at the time, but then he got rid of it after that. It served its purpose. Did you come here with Sister? I'm looking for Sister Legshay.
No,
Did you come here with her?
she had something come up. She had a message come from Brother Pion, something urgent that she had to attend to. So, like, we weren't that far from the Eastern Air Temple, so I just flew here on my kite.
Legshay.
We're both there.
Like,
Do I need to-
Shay
Do I need to type it into chat? So he doesn't know how to spell it.
I think we both.
I'll just spell it out loud for you.
thing.
Legshay. Legshay.
Oh, that's all right.
Oh, Shay.
It's just phonetic.
Shay.
Irish.
Yeah.
She's Irish.
Aye, Sister
so-
Legshay. She's Irish, apparently. Not how she sounded last time that I played her, but now this is how she sounds. Tell me that your
She's been
girl sounds
away
like that
for
as
a
well.
while.
Well, this is what she sounds like now. This is what Sister Tun sounds like now. Thanks for that, everybody. Yay! No, she doesn't.
I'd love it if Air Temple was just all Irish. That'd be great.
Just
Now
river
tell me,
dancing
Arl,
without-
you've been doing a bit of the air scooter. You got your kite. You going for a bit of a fly on your kite there, Arl. You got your boyson.
Twitter DD
Boyson. Sorry.
Wind up, you lad.
Go blow off.
We're offending any Irish viewers that we have, I'm sure.
I don't think so. My Irish accent is beyond reproach.
So you went far. So Pion went to the Southern Air Temple first? And
I don't
then-
know. I don't know where Pion went. Like, after we left you guys at the Northern Air Temple and went back to the... Well, after, like, we went to the Northern Air Temple and left the Northern Water Tribe, I didn't really see much of Brother Pion anymore. He kind of, like, just took off.
So he just took his glider and went off by himself.
Yeah, he just took his glider and disappeared. He met with, like, some, like, other, like, airbenders for a bit, and he told me to, like, go run along and play, but I didn't really want to feel like playing because it was kind of boring, and there's all these boys about, and the boys are kind of icky at the Northern Air Temple. I'm sorry, you from the
They
Northern
really
Air
are.
Temple. I probably shouldn't have said that you're icky. Sorry about that.
I'm fine with it. It's a fact.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, then, yeah, so, like, he was, like, hanging out with some other, like, airbenders, like, they were talking, and then, like, he told me to go and run along and play, but I didn't really feel like it, so I went and, like, snuck out and climbed into one of the trees, and I started, like, stealing all the apples and, like, eating them. It was great. I threw some at, like, some of the lemurs, and I made them, like, all fly up and around, and then, like, I felt bad, so I went and, like, cut up the apple and fed the lemurs to make up for it, and they were really happy with that, and I made a friend.
With one of the lemurs?
Yeah, with one of the lemurs, but I couldn't take it with me. I couldn't find him the next morning. Ah, Popo.
Oh. And then Legshay and you were heading to the Eastern Air Temple.
Yeah, well, I had to get back and continue my studies, and there was some talk about maybe going via the Western Air Temple, because, like, I haven't been there before, and I thought that'd be really cool, but, like, Sister Legshay said that there's, like, some stuff going on with the Fire Nation right now, and it's probably safest if, like, we're not around the Western Air Temple, so instead we, like, came to the Eastern Air Temple, but then, like, as we got, like, most of the way here, we got, like, this, like, hawk, I don't know, like a sparrowhawk came and delivered this, like, message in, like, a tube, and Sister Legshay read it, and then she, like, told me she had to take the bison, and that I'd have to fly the rest of the way. And she asked if I was, like, ready for that, and I told her, like, yeah, I'm so ready for that. And then, like, I arrived here, and then Sister Tucker was, like, really cross at Sister Legshay for making me go by myself.
Well done. And Al tuffles her what's left of her hair.
It's like long, but just the front shaved back of it.
Okay, the back of her hair.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't know what the note said, do you?
No, she wouldn't let me read it. I asked her like 40 times, and you know that that's not an exaggeration for me. I genuinely asked about 40 times, and she like got so sick of me asking that she like tore the note up.
Do you have the torn bits?
I should have collected the torn bits. That would have been really clever. You're so clever. Oh, how did you think of that? Are you
Okay.
like secretly a bit sneaky?
Don't tell Sister Taka.
Are you being
So
sneaky
she
right
went
now?
to the Southern Air Temple to meet Pion?
I don't know. She didn't say where she was going. She just said she had to leave.
Okay, cool. Well done for flying all the way here. And I'll let you be. I'm gonna go back to the others, and I'll see you around.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll say hi to everybody for me. Actually, I should come say hi to everybody. Let me come say hi to everybody first.
Okay, they're staying at the residential area where we're staying. I'm just gonna go quickly find Sister Taka, and I'll meet you back there. But
Sounds great.
Tell
Bye.
him Al sent you.
She doesn't hear that as she takes off at high speed, running super fast, the air pushing behind her as she takes off towards the guest rooms. We'll jump over to the other four technically with Shurva there. As you guys are sitting back, just taking a moment to relax, you hear the sound of this like rushing wind going past the outside of the guest house, and then a young air nomad girl bursts into the room, slamming the doors back with this sudden bang. Wind and dust rushes in, and if anyone's sort of standing at the doors as well, you just get this face full of wind and dust as the doors slam open. All of you except for Aquila would recognize Sun, the very excitable air nomad airbender
I get
girl.
startled and roll out of bed. Like, I just roll on like floor, like just drop onto the floor. Like, what?
Hi guys, it's been so long since I've seen you. Oh my god, you must be the new person. Are you the killer? That's so cool. How are you guys doing? I hear you like had like all this like adventures going around the world. You got your own bison now as well. That's so cool.
Cool. It's got speed to it now. It's going great. And yeah, he is a killer, but not a killer anymore. Was a killer. Maybe a killer? Don't think he killed. But
I'm still a killer.
Wait, are you a killer or are you a killer?
I'm a killer.
Yeah, yeah.
No, you're a killer, but are you a killer?
Yeah, I'm a killer.
He's not a killer.
Not a killer.
That seems pretty straightforward to me. Why is the earthbender so slow, like trying to pick this up? Is his head full of rocks? Does he actually have coal for brains? He talks about coal all the time. Oh my god. Can you imagine being so boring that you can only talk about coal?
He would be lucky if it was
I can imagine. It's not boring. Hey, wait a minute. No, I'll take offense to that. Coal is very cool and amazing, and we wouldn't have heat or glass or anything if we didn't have coal. Remember that.
Is it true that you just make rocks move? Is that your like whole thing? Is that all you can do? Can you make other things move? What about metal? What about other things? What about rocks that are in the sky? What about rocks that are underwater? Can you move really big rocks or really small rocks?
I pebble lightly at her, just my like earthbending, just like pink.
As it bounces off her, she goes, "Is that the biggest rock you can move? That's really small. I reckon I could move a rock that big. Like, look, I can pick one up and throw it back at you." And she reaches down, picks up a pebble, and throws it back at you with a bit of air behind it, pushing it.
When she does it, just act like it just like caves me into my bed. Just like, ah!
Oh my god, now I'm a killer. Does that mean I have your name? Do you have your name still? Have I killed somebody? I don't think I'm ready for this. Do I have to go on the run from the law? What am I going to do?
You always talk this much.
Maybe you're just an earthbender in disguise.
Maybe I'm the Avatar. No, wait, that's not right, because I was alive when Roku was still alive, so I can't be the Avatar, can I? Can I be the Avatar? Maybe I'm the Avatar. I'm going to go do some firebending. Bye! And she takes off at high speed, running out of the guest house.
Wow, that's a lot.
Whoa. Have you ever been flashbang?
I think I've gotten better at speaking faster.
That's like the verbal flashbang,
yeah, you got amazing at it.
Thank you.
It felt like a flashbang.
I don't know what
happened. Faster than I can think.
It's certainly fun trying to come up with like legitimate questions that she would ask, like as my mouth is moving faster than my brain is thinking.
Yeah, feels like it's just pure conscience of thought, just like whatever I'm thinking right now.
Stream of consciousness. Yeah, although the problem is I have to like filter a little bit so that I like say things that make sense, or at least like follow some train of thought.
So wrong.
ADHD, I hear. Yes. I know this. Yeah. Let's go on.
Did you want to go get that book or not?
I'm still down to do a bit of reading, and if you get bored of it after 15 minutes, we can just stop. But I think it'd be cool to try and find some books on guiding wind.
We'll try to find you a book that you can read in 15 minutes.
Like a picture.
Maybe a book that has pictures in it. Yes.
Yeah, very little word.
Why am I talking like a killer?
I just had this sudden like memory resurface from like I think it's like 2018. A very famous quote from a very famous man who said, "I know lots of words. I know the best words. My words are the best." Which is hilarious given the longest word in that sentence is the word words. If you think about it. I had that flashback of like, there'd be something like I can imagine Rung being like, "I know lots of words. I know the best words. I can read most of the words on a page."
Yeah, I know all the good ones. All the other
as long as their words no longer than the word words. If the words are longer than the word words, then I'm in trouble. But if they're shorter than the word words, then I'm probably okay.
There's only one word I don't know, and it's called bankruptcy and tax filing. Don't know what those
mean. Accountability, that's the other one.
Accountants? I've never heard of it.
Putting a dent in president. I'm going to permanently ruin the title forever.
That's amazing.
Thank you. I was just on the spot as well.
That could be on a shirt.
That could be on a shirt, putting the dent in president.
Library date. Oh, that'd be a great name for a smash pick. Anyway, I'm down for some book. Maybe
Alright, let's go.
Just
Let's go
just
to
a
the
comment from
library.
chat. If you really believe the best part of any D&D campaign is the random derailments and tangents, you're in the right fucking place. I don't think we've managed to be on topic for longer than about 20 minutes in any
we
episode
had a
of
whole
this.
session that was.
There's a whole session called A Little Distracted that's
Each
probably
episode.
like 3 or 4 sessions ago that was one derail, and it just kept derailing. We got to about I think it was like
10 to 15
derailed
minutes
to the
of game.
6th power of
We
like.
did one thing that whole
You did
one
one
thing.
thing, and I think it was
We
walking
went to
from one
sleep.
place to another.
No, we went to sleep and woke up.
That's right. That's right.
It's 12 in-game hours. Like,
Oh,
that's
that's
not a small
right.
amount.
Did most of the thing that day because I was just like, oh, what if he just had the records for all the babies for like the Avatar?
That's right.
And that was the end of the session.
Yeah. So when you if you want to catch up on the previous episodes, when you get up to the episode A Little Distracted, brace yourself. Nothing productive happens for an entire 2-hour
10 out of
session.
10 session.
Yeah.
You can put it on 2 times speed and not miss anything.
Well, no,
fucking
I
10
don't.
times
The problem is you're going to miss a lot because it's really random, and like the train of thought travels between stations without nary a track to connect them sometimes. So you have to prepare yourself for the off-road experience that was that session.
High octane actions. What you come here for?
Yeah, I think
Great
you'd need
session,
you'd
though.
need a permit from the Queensland government if you were going to like actually take it that off-road in the real world.
Would I need a permit from the Queensland government?
You would, if you're going to be that off-road, you would. Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's,
Yeah.
that's
Topical
really off-road.
political chat about microcosms of the Queensland law. Carry on. Never say we don't discuss important topics here at the Lost Archives.
I don't think anyone's ever
New
said
South
that we
Wales is
don't.
Labor government now. All of Australia's Labor. Yeah, mate. Yeah. Anyway,
I know secretly I'm actually quite stoked about that. I have to say, like, I think everywhere across New South Wales, a whole bunch of koalas breathed a sigh of relief as extinction no longer was staring at them. They're like, oh, I think we're not going to burn to death or be chopped down with the loggers this year. Oh,
Not today.
Carl, we've got another 3 years.
like Burton Gully, you see the little like gum trees.
Oh no, not
Yeah.
Oh, don't bring up the Gully.
Now,
This again.
before we start singing Toxic Love,
Yeah, I was gonna say that one was in the episode.
That was derailed episode.
back on topic. Oh, you head over to find Sister Tucker.
Speaking of
Stops
koalas,
Speaking of
video notice he
koalas.
had last video.
Yeah. Al, as you walk underneath one of the trees in the orchard, you feel this sudden shadow appear above you before a koala bear. Like a literal koala bear. No.
Of course it is.
Carry on. None of that happens. As you like, walk through the main doors of the housing temple and one of the temples that's devoted for meditation and for private study, you find Sister Tucker just taking a moment, sitting on the floor in front of a large mural showing airbenders, bison, and the construction of the Eastern Air Temple. You can see her legs are crossed, her hands in her lap, eyes closed as she focuses. And as you step into the room, she opens one eye, looks over at you, stretches, stands up, and walks over. Yes, Al, you were able to find Sister Sun?
yeah. Sorry, I was gonna wait. I was gonna wait till you were finished, but
No,
now that I have your attention anyway.
I am struggling to find the correct headspace for quiet contemplative meditation today. Perhaps a bit later, I will have more success.
What time of day is it at the moment? Is it like
Afternoon,
Afternoon too? Yeah.
probably 2 o'clock, 2:30.
I found Sister Sun, and she said that Sister Legshay received a note from Brother Pion, and rushed to go do something about it, and Sun has no idea what it was about. So, I'm worried about Sister Legshay, to be honest.
I am as well. I was originally feeling quite cross with her for allowing Sister Tsun to complete that part of the journey by herself. She did not share with me that there was a letter from Brother Pion. She just said that Sister Legshay had told her she needed to get to the temple by herself for the last leg of the journey. I wish she had told me this sooner. I would have done something about it.
The first note is I trained Sister Sun myself a bit as well, so there was no need to worry. She was fine.
You get a raised eyebrow. as she critically appraises you. You are not yet a teacher. What are you doing training students?
The situation called for it, so we did a lot of a bit of gliding. Look, she was being a bit much for Sister Pion, Brother Pion and Sister Lakeshay, so I took her for a glide.
Yes, I know what you are talking about. She can be quite energetic and.
But when she was focused, she was hyper
enthusiastic.
focused on the gliding. Actually, she took a lot in. It was very promising.
Oh, that is good to hear. I know that has been something that she previously struggled with. I confess that is one of the reasons why I was so cross with Sister Lekshay. I have known that Sister Tsun has some ground to be made up, some hidden potential with gliding she has yet to unlock, and I was concerned.
I think she just learns differently.
Indeed. What did you find assisted most with the teaching?
I found like visualizing it, so like talking about something that she could visualize. So I mentioned how it was like water flowing and how air is a fluid just like water, and when she could visualize that, it really helped her.
And that worked.
Yeah, bingo bango,
Bango.
as they say in the Earth Kingdom.
Is that a common phrase?
I was not aware of that phrase in the Earth Kingdom. I shall make sure to find a way to drop it into conversation next time I am talking to some Earthbenders.
Please do.
Does
please
it go
do.
bingo bango bongo, or?
Well, only if it's a really big thing. Bingo bango bongo is like, yeah. But yeah. So she did well.
Fallout player within me struggling not to go bingo bango bongo. I don't want to leave the jungle. No. From fucking Fallout radio. Carry on.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm worried about
Also, just
Sister Lakeshay, but we don't know where she went. I don't know if she's at the Southern Air Temple or if maybe she went to the Air Nation. I'm not sure.
Maybe I do not know. Perhaps in your search for Archivist Nobu, for Brother Nobu, you will also find Sister Lekshay.
But his name's Nomu?
Yes, Brother Nobu. I've said it at least 4 or 5 times.
Mr. Library.
Brother Nobu, please.
Never heard that name before.
Brother Mr. Library.
Brother Library.
Okay, well,
See what I have to
maybe
deal with.
since it's some afternoon, I'll come here and I'll sit and meditate with you, Sister Taka.
Oh, that is a wonderful idea. Very good. Well, please take a seat.
Al just hums and bounces the whole time. No.
Do you actually?
No.
Okay. Do you genuinely try and meditate?
He's on his best behavior around Sister Taka.
Okay. You spend the next, 2 hours meditating? What do you reckon?
He's only asleep for 15 minutes of those.
Hey, that's pretty good. That's personal best.
That's
pretty good odds.
Oh, I just caught that sneeze in time.
odds.
I tried to mute the microphone, but I didn't get to it in time, but luckily I caught it. Sister Taka does as well. She closes her eyes, sits down, focuses, and you slowly see her posture relax, her head droop very slightly, as she is able to still her racing mind and focus her thoughts, and you do the same. I'll actually tell you what, would you like to roll with harmony for me, given that we haven't actually rolled anything
love
tonight?
that.
And at some point we probably should roll some dice for this, for this game.
Really?
That
How
is
you feel about
a miss. Can I focus instead? No, it's too late to ask. I should ask before rolling. So that's harmony.
Yeah, I mean, you find yourself, your mind going elsewhere as well. Probably, given everything that you've seen, you find it very hard. What was that, Aquila?
I'm singing, sorry.
Is that
That's
let's
just
say that's what.
That's just Al's head.
Yeah, that's. You hear elevator music, just the whole time. As you struggle to maintain focus, after about an hour, you realize that you're probably not going to get into the right headspace and quietly excuse yourself. Oh, chat, don't. You're going to rile me up, chat. Don't you dare create. Don't you dare create an NPC of someone called Mr. Library.
Do it. Do it, you won't.
Do it, I won't.
I have like one of those Spider-Man moments, like, who's the real Mr. Library? Oh my god.
I'd just make life easy, and as you guys see, this guy's like, "Hey, I'm Mr. Library," and then rocks would fall and crush him.
No!
No!
Mr. Brother Library.
And the other one's like, yes, I'm Mr. Library now.
No, they wouldn't do that. They go, "Mr. Library's dead forever." Like, evil Ron Possible.
He could never die.
How much is it to create an NPC?
Too much, and you can't do it in your end campaign.
Possible reference.
Oh.
Can't do it you can't if you're a player. You can't do it on your own campaign.
Andrew,
Yeah.
do you have enough to do one?
Yeah.
I'll do one for Curse of Strahd.
Oh
You
yes.
do one for the Giants.
There'd be a Mr. Library in every universe.
Remember, Andrew and Archie. Remember that at any point, your characters might suffer if you were to cross me.
You wouldn't do that. You do.
Oh, you know what? No. Don't worry about
Mr. Libby
don't worry
Arian.
about the
Chat's
We
getting
don't- we don't do
creative
the
now.
when we go over and have like a crossover episode, we are Mr. Library.
Oh, yes.
I'm Mr. Library. Not
I'm
Mr.
Mr.
I'm
Library.
Mr. Library.
For podcast listeners, I guess like the best way to describe my facial expression is contemplating how my life choices led me up to this moment. And,
Hey, you chose us.
I mean,
Not me, technically, because I'm a celebrity guest.
you're a celebrity guest, are you?
Yeah,
How many
celebrity guest,
people
I just
signed the
have to laugh.
petition for you to join the?
It feels like 100.
I know it might feel like that, but how many was it actually?
1,000.
Yeah, you're right. Probably like 4, maybe.
I think it
3.
was 3 people, wasn't it?
Might have been 4.
And I was one of them, and you were one of them, so that's 2 of them gone.
And I saw in a YouTube comment someone else said that they were the 3rd.
Yeah.
But I was the mystery one.
for
Dragon sign
live,
it?
for those watching the live stream and those watching YouTube, Dave's dog is adorable. Just take a minute's silence to appreciate how cute Dave's dog is. I mean, not a full minute, obviously, because that's
Oh, not a
Well,
minute.
very
Alright.
boring for the podcast viewers, but just appreciate how cute Dave's dog is. And for the podcast listeners, this is a really good time to come and check out the recorded session, so you can see how cute the puppies are.
The timestamp
Yeah,
is,
check out Owen's puppies.
I don't know,
Yeah,
hour
what's
and
the
30,
timestamp?
20 seconds.
1
Oh,
hour
13.
and 12 minutes, 49 seconds.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yep, we nailed it.
Wait, why does mine say 1 hour and 13 minutes?
Oh, it
Yeah,
might
mine
be
doesn't
because
go
I'm
on that
looking
thing.
at the recording. Yeah. I was wrong. I was wrong. Anyway,
Nothing
as you head back to the rest of the group, you guys have some afternoon supper, some dinner. You have some
Hey, what do we
downtime.
help? Just beans?
Just beans. Yeah. No,
Beans
there's
and
like,
cabbage.
no. They've got like so the air nomads
Cabbage.
serve.
Cabbage. Why are we on the
The
same
air
room?
nomads serve.
Why?
What's that lovely? It's like banh mi, but served in like a lettuce cup.
Sanchoy Bao.
Sanchoy bao, thank you. Yeah, I mean, you're served vegetarian sanchoy bao, thank you very much. Vegetarian sanchoy bao, some rice paper rolls. I mean, the food's delicious. The air nomads know how to cook. As you
Like a
enjoy
good
some.
Sanchoy Bao.
I love a good sanchoy bao. Sanchoy bao's the best. As you enjoy really nice sanchoy
Preferably
bao.
with meat, but that's okay.
Nah, this is vegetarian. It's a lot
It's
of tofu
seitan.
was harmed in the making of this sanchoy bao.
It's a
A
soy-based
lot of-
meat replica.
A lot of
Yeah.
tofu was
A
horrible.
lot of
Yeah,
tofu was
that's it.
harmed.
It's high gluten wheat protein massaged together and really solidified into a seitan mixture. As
tofu.
seasoned.
Oof.
And blessed by Satan himself. I bless
Ominous.
vegetarian option as I do the reverse cross.
It's got that song by Ghost in my head. It's like, Lucifer, Lucifer. And they make it.
Asmodeus.
Asmodeus.
Yes, and you know it.
Amazing.
Asmodeus.
As dinner is drawing to a close, the sun has begun to set behind the upper section of the mountains. Sister Tucker, you see her rushing towards you, flying over the ground quite low on her kite, and she spins and lands and whips it back and puts it behind her back. The scouts have returned. We have news. We know where they have gone. They were heading west. initially north. The scouts wondered if they were again then turning around towards the south. It seems they knew that we might be trying to follow them. They were throwing a false trail. 2 of them on different bison sped off, but the cages were empty. Only one bison had a full cage, and that was headed west towards the Fire Nation.
Oh boy.
You hear that, Shurva?
Yeah, I don't really. Wow, is that your impression of Bree?
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
for a second, I thought she was here.
I think you're going to get murdered.
That's me.
Oh wow!
Oh god!
Whoa!
Wow, I thought Bree was sick today.
I don't have a very good girl voice.
You
My
can go
voice is
fuck
very
yourself. That's what Bree would say.
That's like
But
almost like
is
Owen's impressions.
Almost.
One more
if they were
goes
shit.
like that, Holy Grail, not Holy Grail. Sorry, what do you call it? Life of Brian. He's not Versailles. He's a very naughty boy. It's basically
God.
a girl's voice.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
That was good for
pretty
that. If you're quoting
Yeah,
Monty
good for
Python,
that.
you nailed it.
That.
If you're quoting our friend and fellow player Bree, it's insulting.
Yeah. Oh, let's
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah, I can't say I'm stoked about headed to the Fire Nation, but I realize this kind of presents us with a bit of an opportunity. You know how we're not going to be looking. We're not going looking for the Earth Spirit.
Yeah, no, we don't care about it.
We're
Not at all.
going for fire
Yeah,
spirit.
we're not looking for it. It'd be,
No.
I mean, it'd be crazy if we happened to like not go looking for it on our way across the Earth Kingdom as we headed to the Fire Kingdom. The
That
Fire
would be
Nation.
insane. Why would we do something like that?
Well, we shouldn't search for it anyway, but maybe
no,
we
we
should
shouldn't
like
search for it
maybe we
at
should.
all.
Mango's pretty hurt. Maybe we should let Mango have regular breaks to like
Yeah,
rest
like
and
regular
relax
stops.
in the Earth Kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems like a good plan.
Yeah.
We're just chilling, though. We're just chilling.
Just as I realize that some people might not know why everyone's
Yeah.
being super weird
Yeah.
about the Earth Spirit. They received a piece of
don't know.
information during their research that said that only those who do not seek to find the Spirit of Earth, the Badgermore Spirit, are able to find it. They've interpreted this incredibly literally, which I'm all for. And one of the other favorite things that I do is that I don't always tell them true information. Just like how in the world, if you go researching, sometimes you don't find things that are correct. Sometimes you find
We looked up
information
on
that's wrong.
Wikipedia. Wikipedia is always correct.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah,
something I should
why?
point out. For
Why?
occasionally, no, I don't. No. Sometimes the characters in the world, sometimes some of the NPCs, they don't know the truth, but they want to be helpful, and so they give you what they think is the truth. And so occasionally,
Well, this
these
is definitely
guys
not one of those
get
cases, right?
false information, misleading information, and sometimes just downright trolls. But me pretending that it's like actual lore, and it's great fun. And then I get to like reveal it later on and be like, oh no, like that was never the case. And they're like,
Yeah, no, we
what?
could 100%
But for like
just go
20
looking for it.
sessions we've been doing it. It's like, yeah, why did you believe that person? Like, that person was clearly batshit insane. And they're like, oh yeah, they were that, yeah.
Well, the last insane
Yeah,
person we
like,
talked to,
The last the same person was correct. Just saying.
Exactly. I set expectations very, very chaotic early on so that you wouldn't know who to believe and who to trust.
Turns out you actually have to explicitly say, "I'm looking for the Earth Spirit."
Yeah, we're just actually looking for it.
I'm not saying anything. Just
You have to have a little summon
I'm just
circle,
Yeah, I have to like.
buy him a gift and everything.
you have to say Bloody Mary 4 times into a coal mine. and then the badger mole emerges.
Bloody Mercury.
Mm.
Yeah, but half the party also don't know that you can't find him
Yep.
if you're looking for him. So
Yep.
Shurva's one of the one she's one of the ones who does know though. I'm pretty sure.
I'm unaware.
I think Shurva knows. I think Oki doesn't, and I think Aquila doesn't. So it's just the Water Nation people.
It's just the water
Well,
people.
it's
that
just
didn't know.
Aquila now.
I mean,
Oh, the
Oki
best-
might find us
the best
eventually.
guy.
Oh, Oki might find it in the meantime.
I'll tell you right
Yeah,
now,
Oki
Oki's out over
finds it,
open
we know.
ocean. Probably not the best place to go looking for the spirit
You
of
never
Earth.
know.
What's at the very bottom of the
No.
ocean, Owen?
I mean, technically sand and silt and
Which
clay.
is basically
Yeah, I mean, sandbenders are a
Man.
denomination of earthbenders, right?
Yeah, that's true.
That is true.
They're saying that they don't find it, they're being lazy. You're right.
Question: is the world flat
No,
in Airbender?
no, it's well
So
known that it's a
instead of
sphere.
heading west of the Fire Nation, we could just head
Probably
east.
Or just go
Yeah,
a long way around.
The problem is though that we'd be flying out over open ocean, right? Like, how far is it over open ocean?
No,
which
we need
is
How far? Yeah, how far is it?
Sister
over-
Tucker
over-
nods. There have been attempts made to fly from the eastern side of the Earth Kingdom over towards the Fire Nation without ships to land on and knowing exactly where to find the small islands that dot the ocean between. You risk tiring your sky bison and falling out of the air into the ocean. There are these large serpent-like creatures called tsunagi that have been known
They
to
seem
attack.
cool.
Yeah, they've been
So-
known to attack
Friends?
creatures on the ocean.
So there
boats
is
as
no
well.
other landmass apart from the Four Kingdoms.
Well, there are small, tiny islands that dot the area around and the North and South Pole, but no, not really.
Huh.
I think I saw someone somewhere calculate that the world of Avatar had to be, I think it was like 3/5 the size of Earth to account for the way that airbenders can fly with the kites using the airbending. And how high people can jump using like earthbending and stuff like that without dying and breaking their knees and shins.
That
I
makes
think
sense.
some legend ran those calcs. I feel like I saw that on Reddit a couple of years ago. Someone was like, "Yeah, I've calculated it like based on the speed at which people fall. The world of Avatar is 3/5 the size of Earth, and gravity's like, I think it was like 1/3 or 2/3 the Earth's gravity."
Ooh.
Gravity of Neptune.
People have too much time on their hands.
No, this is really
That's
important
Reddit.
information
Yeah.
that needs to be known.
This is important information I don't need to calculate now. So yeah, I'm grateful to this person.
But you don't know
It's Reddit. It's like some
exactly.
person who's like a
Yeah, but
degree in cartography and advanced physics, and they're like, "Oh, I'll do this in the afternoon."
Yeah.
10 minutes later, done.
Yeah, I'm okay if I only have approximate knowledge of many things rather than specific knowledge of a few.
Nah, take him down.
Take him down.
So, we got
Everyone
shot.
watching this on YouTube, take him down.
It was too much.
So,
Fact check it. Actually, Owen, it was 4/5 Earth size. # do your research.
You research. The Earth's actually a sphere. Actually, an oblong. Oh no. Give up.
Actually, the world of Avatar is a flat world. # do your research.
It's actually a disc world.
Yeah, it's a disc world on the back of 4 giant elephants on the back of a giant turtle called a tuin.
I'm down for
Praise
that.
be unto Anoia.
I used to know the names of the 4 elephants as well. I know the names of the 4 elements. It's the 4 elephants I can't remember the name of.
Okay.
Perfect god is Anoia. She's the god of annoying things, like
Yep.
when you don't like rattle your drawers, so you're always gonna have a spoon stuck in them when you open them.
Andrew,
We're referencing Discworld if anyone's wondering. Read the Discworld.
I'm
book,
sorry.
Archie.
Legend of Korra
Yep.
demonstrates the world of Avatar as a sphere.
Why are you saying sorry?
Sorry,
That's literally what we just said.
I'm just saying sorry to Andrew.
Oh, sorry to Andrew. Why are you sorry about? I mean, you can be sorry about Andrew, not sorry to Andrew.
I'm sorry. I know Andrew.
Oh god, it's just bullying now. Sorry, Andrew.
I mean, that's fair.
Sorry, Andrew.
That's fair.
You're not a flat earther. You're a globalist.
A flirther.
He's more of a fluffer.
All things come full circle, except the world. That's flat.
I think my favorite thing. There was a really good. We're getting derailed again. I heard you say it. There's a
that
really good
that Twitter
documentary.
post?
Oh yeah, what
Oh,
was
okay.
that?
I was
What
like,
was
there's
that?
a Twitter post that's it was like from Flat Earth, and it was like we've got
Yep.
followers all around the globe.
It's exactly what I was about to reference. Yeah, there's a documentary on Netflix called Behind the Curve. I think it's called Behind the Curve, and it's
Behind the
about
Curve.
this journalist like interviewing members of the Flat Earth Society. It's fucking gold. I recommend it to everybody. It's really
Great.
funny. It's really wholesome, and
Really eye-opening. I've
yeah.
learned a lot of things.
yeah. I
it
think
on
my favorite
Netflix?
bit is like there's these like 3 guys, one of whom is a scientist, and they're trying to prove that the Earth is flat with all these experiments. And every time they
Like,
run the
with
experiment,
cameras?
yeah, they run the experiment perfectly, and it proves the Earth is round. And they're like scratching their heads, being like, "Wow, why didn't this work? Like this should have done this, but the Earth didn't." And then you can like see them like grappling, and there's a moment where they're like, "Oh, there must have been something else we didn't take into account." And you're like, "No, you were there. You were right there.
So close.
You were
There was
so
a part-
close."
There's a part where they're like, all right, if we can see it from this
Yeah.
height off
Is
the
that like
ground,
the light through the piece
Yeah,
of
yeah. They did. They
the
just shot a laser
if we
light,
can
and
see
then
through
it
this,
dropped.
through this height, the Earth is flat, and then they
Yeah.
can't see it. They're like,
Oh.
all right, maybe raise it like 3 foot, and they raise it like, yeah, we can see it. Ah,
Uh-oh.
Shit.
Oh shit!
That's the exact height that should have been.
Yeah, if the Earth is round. You just see this moment where they're like, no, there must be something else. There must be something else. Yeah.
Good. That was good.
Brandon, your camera's conked out again. It's
It was the globalists trying to stop me from actually trying to debunk these flat earthers.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that the center of the earth has been brought up by the Anunnaki, the lizard people who takes over our government. There's this Project Blue Beam trying to stop the globalists.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna stop channeling my inner. I'm gonna stop channeling that.
But I do recommend watching Behind the Curve. It's like it's an exercise in intellectual edging as you watch these people get so close to realizing the Earth is round. It's a globe and then just backing off again. And you'd be like, oh no, not yet, not yet, they're not there yet. And then they're gonna do it. No, nah.
Give them time. Give them time.
They've got it. No, they lost it.
Is that a term now? Intellectual edging? I've come up with it. It's a term now. We're gonna use it.
I like it. I like it.
I like the sound of it. I think it's pretty apt for
Yeah.
flat earthers.
It's a good, you know what I mean when you watch it. It's really funny. I recommend it highly. It's great, and it's good because it's not just poking. It's not poking fun at. I mean, it is a little bit, but it's not being rude and mean. It's not being mean, and we shouldn't be mean to these people because
they need all the help they can get.
they need us to hold out a hand of friendship, not to spit on them.
Unless that's what they're into, then I guess I'll help out.
Okay, thank you. Anyway, back with the plot. Sister Tucker.
We're playing Avatar.
Yeah, we are still. Sister Tucker, who's sort of like standing there watching this sort of distracted conversation go on as Mako goes like, "Oh, is the Earth flat?" And everyone just starts like absolutely ripping into him.
But you can't do that. You have to be nice.
Well, why were you guys so mean to Andrew then?
This is just Andrew in general, yes.
Sister Tucker goes, okay, yes, yes, sorry, I have some other things I need to get back to, but I've had the chats with the stable master. Mango will be ready to fly first thing in the morning at dawn. If you could have a good night's sleep, one of the scouts will guide you back to where they last caught sight.
We ride at dawn.
Yes, you ride at dawn, yes. Yes, absolutely. Is there anything else you need? Anything else we can do to help you prepare for your journey? I know we are putting together some supplies that will be put in Mango saddlebags.
Mango tarts.
So.
All the mango tarts.
Mango tarts, obviously. That's just a given at this point, I think.
I'm not sure how many mango tarts there are left at this stage, but I will do what I can.
Just whatever you've got.
Do you have
I'm having
any
blueberry
mittens
tarts.
or anything like that?
Hang on, hang on.
Yeah.
Did you just say blueberry tarts?
Blueberry tarts are pretty good.
But they're not mango
Maybe
tarts.
I could go looking for those.
Lychee
It gets
tart?
pretty nippy up in there, so if you have little mittens, that'd be handy. Thank you.
I can probably find some mittens. Yes. Well, I need to get back to the rest of the airbending masters. We need to discuss our next moves. Again, if I don't see you in the morning, thank you again so much for all that you have done. From the bottom of our hearts, you will always be friends of the air nomads, and you will always find sanctuary here.
That's good. So when we're wanted criminals, we can come
In
here.
all...
I don't know if she meant that,
Yes.
did she?
In all our
Alright.
temples, you will always find sanctuary here.
Write that down.
That's taken note of. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, cool. That's what we need.
Blood Pact to Killer. It's been made.
I'm not a
As-
killer, I'm a killer.
As Sister Tucker turns to go, Mako,
Oh,
you reach out to grab your pack, and a small spark of lightning off your fingers, like static but visible.
huh. I assume my bag's just like leather and stuff, right?
Your bag's probably got like metal clasps, and that's what it grounded itself on.
Okay, cool. I'll take note of this. Not knowing how
Mako will
to
remember this.
do any of it, like I'll probably try to do some on the trip, not around other people, so that I don't
Are you
shock people, if that makes sense.
wearing fluffy socks and is this room?
Oh, I'm wearing fluffy socks. That's what it is.
Fluffiest of socks.
I
As
do like.
the rest of you all head to bed and prepare for the night, Mako, Shurva comes and taps you on the shoulder and nods outside and then heads outside.
Oh no, I'm in trouble.
You're in big trouble.
She doesn't have her whip with her.
Are you sure
You're
about
definitely
that?
not in trouble.
No, I'm not in for a good time.
Oh, you get it.
Yeah, you're not in trouble.
I follow her out.
Mako,
Yeah?
have you been feeling a bit weird since the Sky Bison spirit?
I had like this thing earlier where like I had like a zap. You know when you touch something and it shocks you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Static electricity, that's called. Yeah.
I think I slept during that class.
No, you didn't attend. I know, because you said you were going to be there, and I went to try and find you, and you weren't there, and I got stuck in there for the half-hour class.
That checks out.
I just, like, you know how Al started cloud bending after he was hanging out with the
Yeah,
spirit,
he
after
was. That's really cool, right?
I wonder if something's changed with us. I don't know. I can't.
Would we be that lucky?
Well,
Have you felt anything weird?
yes.
Oh, what's happened to you?
When I was just rolling the whip up before, I let a bit of it drop, and this like little shockwave of air. Oh, for fuck's sake, guys! Really?
I didn't say anything.
30 minutes rolling up my whip.
Not 30 minutes. Where did you get that? It is
That's
a long
whip.
When I was just getting the whip back in its holster, cleaning up our stuff, I dropped it a little bit, and this like little shockwave of air pushed out from around it on the dust.
Oh,
Am I an airbender now?
I mean that'd be really cool. Like, I don't know how that'd be seen in the Fire Nation, but that'd be really cool.
Are you
know.
the Avatar?
And then I did like some firebending and then some blood bending, and I guess I'm just like, I guess I don't need any of you guys anymore. No, I shouldn't say that.
You never did. You never did.
Yeah,
Nicholas.
that's
We needed you.
You we're really just riding on your coattails there, Shurva. Just free ride across the country.
Yep. With that, I'm going to just see if I can just use from what I learned from the scroll, which I didn't really take too long. See if I can channel the electricity.
Mako, could you please roll me with push your luck?
Ooh. Yep. Where is it? Push your luck. Is that moves?
That's the one that says push your luck.
Oh, it's Passion.
He's a passionate boy.
That's young.
11,
Passion.
baby.
Cito. 11. As you concentrate, Mako, you find your mind clearing as you focus and try and put yourself in the headspace of when you were reading the scroll, that sort of focused concentration. And at the moment, you're probably not feeling too emotional. The spirit that you came to calm has been calmed. You're going to have a good night's sleep somewhere safe in the Eastern Air Temple. You've had a good meal. You're not ruled by your emotions at the moment. You are finding yourself naturally in a calmer space. And as you focus, lightning, this crackling line of electricity draws between your hands as you move your arms in a circular motion. And then as you realize and you hear it and open your eyes, you begin bending the lightning, moving it around in this spiral-like pattern. Shurva just sort of like opens her eyes and goes, Are you lightning bending?
This is fucking awesome.
What? Whoa! As she backs away, as you like turn around to show her. Whoa! No, do not
Look
get that
at
too close to
this.
me. How do you? Are you going to release it? Like, how does this work?
Oh, I haven't got that far yet.
What?
It's just here. I don't know what to do.
How? But what do we do with the electricity?
I turn away. I just shoot, like, try to aim at a wall. Like, just a random stone wall.
Bolt of lightning shoots out from your hands, striking against the wall. Yes, Dave.
Can we see this lightning from inside the room?
Not the lightning,
Surely
but
we
you can see this blue light and hear the crackling. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Al pops his head out of the room.
You see Mako lightning bending.
And then it goes straight towards you and you get fried.
No, as you point away towards a wall, not a doorway, it strikes into the stone, blasting out a section of stone, causing dust to spray across the ground in front of you.
Holy shit! I should have wished for this.
What?
This is awesome. What? I can do this?
This seems really dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Are we're gonna have to find a way to ground him or something. Rung?
Oh my god.
I feel like
You've been a naughty boy.
Can you light this in the fire and hold this like bit of like blank paper up in the air? Like, quick, hit this!
Is Mako going to be the next Fire Lord?
Not all those who lightning a blast of fire because you're not in the right headspace, Mako. As you're like
I assumed as much.
excited. This blast of fire sets fire to your hand and the paper run.
This is usual Mako thing. Someone cool Mako things.
No, just because he can lightning bend doesn't make him the Fire Lord. A number of firebending masters have figured out how to do this. Marco's
Cool enough to be Fire Lord.
name some of the firebending masters who can do this.
Yeah, name 5.
Name 5? What, right now?
I think you're a fan of the Fire Nation. Name me 5 Fire Lords.
Fire Lord?
Well, there's Fire Lord Ozai.
The uncle could, right?
No.
The uncle could.
Master Tego, Master Muha, Master Mitsui, Master Mori, Master Miko.
I think you made all those names up.
You asked for
he's writing
5
them down
names.
right
It's not my fault if you don't fucking know any of them.
He's writing them down right now.
I'm just going to rely on my photographic memory. I'm not going to bother to write them down.
Oh, you'll never know.
Fuck.
Well, great. So,
Oh, shit. When was that? Dragon?
Just
Whoa.
then. Just
give
then.
advantage to Marco Andrew. Thank you, chat. So one of our lovely viewers has just spent their points.
going.
Dragon, we haven't seen you in ages, Dragon. How you doing, man? You doing okay?
Dragon hates us.
What?
Yeah.
This is new. When did this happen, Dragon?
She says we stink.
But that's no reason to hate us, Dragon. If anything, that just makes
don't
you
worry.
the bad guy.
Don't worry. The human likes us. It's okay.
I
I don't know. That high in all caps indicates Dragon's not cross with us. Archie, that indicates you're full of shit.
Me?
Or maybe
Never.
maybe you're reading it wrong. You're not like hi. It's hi.
Yeah, that's an angry high.
We need to play First Class Trouble again, Dragon. That was loads of fun.
With... Oh, shit, you know what I haven't done? There's another thing I haven't done in a while. That's okay. We can get around to that later. Besides you.
There's a number of firebenders who've been able to generate lightning. It's a rare talent and it takes a lot of practice and only a handful can do it. I'm going to be honest, no offense, Mako, I never had you pegged as one of the firebending masters who would crack this.
That's a lightning.
I was always going to do this. I'm just that talented.
I'm very confident the spirit had something to do with this. You got cloud bending after you after you appeased the spirit of water. That's like the merging of air and water. Mako, you get lightning after appeasing the spirit of air. With me, that's fire and air, right? Lightning is like the culmination of fire and air. In a way. Do I have... And like, Shurva focuses and tries to like create lightning and nothing happens.
I do it for her.
Zap her.
I just zap her.
Ow! You piece of shit! How's my Bree impression, by the way? I'm trying my best.
That was pretty good. That one was pretty good.
Ow!
I think Brandon's is better.
Jesus Christ.
He couldn't even commit. He couldn't even commit to it.
Oh, you little shit.
I'm stopping myself.
Do I like... wonder if I can do something cool.
Probably. We just have to find it, right?
You are cool, Shurva. That's all that matters.
You have a really long whip.
It's an average-sized whip.
You have a great
That can actually
personality.
lightning, maybe.
Technically.
Oh, just realizing now, maybe it would have been a cooler thing to give Shurva like a thunderclap with her whip when she like does the whip. It makes this like massive sonic boom.
It's not too late.
I didn't give her that. I'll talk to Bree and see which one she'd prefer when she's back. I'm not going to make the decision for her character while she's not here.
I mean, you're playing her right now, so you could make the decision.
But I'm not going to.
But you could.
No, I could, but I'm not going to. Technically, I could do this just by myself. It'd be shit and no one would watch it. But
you don't need any of us. Everybody.
Technically. No. I need all of you desperately. Desperately.
I like when you say that.
You're making it weird.
You're making it weird.
Slower.
Say it slower.
No, don't. So close.
Well, should we get some rest and then tackle this in the morning?
Yeah, I think so.
So,
Sounds
I'm
fair.
going to.
Do you know there's one thing if we're heading west? I'd really love if we could stop off at Kyoshi Island. It's on the
to
way.
see how our propaganda went.
Well, more because Avatar Kyoshi's kind of a hero of mine. Like, she was a, like, not to put it too finely, fucking beast, and I really look up to her. She was amazing. She was a legend.
Yeah, we can do that.
Love to.
You've never mentioned this before.
Yeah,
Shurva.
I've mentioned Avatar Kyoshi way back in like episode 2.
I've never heard her.
Yeah, you
It was episode like really early on.
Episode 2 or 3. Yeah, she said that Avatar Kyoshi was one of her heroes.
Huh. I apologize for
I'm
listening
down.
to you. Yeah, let's do it.
I'd be down for that.
Orchestrate
Another avatar?
People.
We're just gonna go collect them all.
Only heard
We're gonna
stories.
see all the avatars.
I'm paying for what powers I'll get. You guys get cool powers for all this stuff here. I'm gonna get the power to smelt things.
That's a cool power, hey.
Smelting power. Useful.
It is useful, alright? Don't beat
You'll be
yourself
able
up.
to process ores by yourself.
Switch to when Aquila gets mud bending.
Then you can make people mud blood and control them.
Oh god.
You make my blood.
Over.
You're a muggle.
No. Thank you. Put a pin in that.
Yeah, I just realized. Stay away.
Not a fan. Put a pin in that. We'll move on. Well, let's get some rest and then tomorrow morning get up at dawn, try and find Mr. Library, and then
I'll jump in bed.
Yep.
Or like wherever we're sleeping, and I'm just gonna what's the word? Like whittle.
Okay.
That is the word. Yes, that is.
Whittle away at some wood.
Is this a euphemism or
making
are you?
Puppets, making puppets.
Oh, okay.
Making
Okay.
puppets.
Oh, you're going to carve some wood.
I thought that's what it was going
That's
to
what it's called, right? Whittling.
Whistling.
Just,
Yes.
Just lay in bed playing if you would. Yep.
Yeah. I'll play with my wood in bed.
non-existent headphones.
Are you going to polish it as well, or just focus on working the shaft?
I might polish the top.
Yeah. So you'll work the shaft for a little bit and then
Yeah,
polish
and
the
then
tip.
polish the top.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then I'll get tired and go to bed.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Eventually, you'll stain it.
I'm making Mr. Library, by the way.
As a puppet.
Yeah.
That's fucking creepy. Cool.
I miss him.
That's even creepier. I made a puppet of you because I miss you.
This puppet can
Come
do
on,
whatever
Greg.
I tell it to do. I make it do things. Things you won't do.
Oh, Greg. Ever seen a...
Haven't drank Bailey's from a shoe.
Yeah.
We in each other. Drink Bailey's from a shoe.
Ever go to a club where people pee on each other? I'm all Greg. Do you love an old Greg reference? Dave, you look confused. You've seen old Greg, right? Check out the Mighty Boosh. Just, I want you to, as soon as this finishes, I need you to YouTube old Greg Mighty
Yeah,
Boosh.
watch all 3 seasons.
Just the old Greg. Just the old Greg's fine. And if you're worrying, when you get to the end of it, you're going to wonder, was there any context? The answer is no. There was no context to that.
Context.
There
This
never
not
is context to the
followable
Mighty
context.
Boosh. Yeah, there's no context to the Mighty Boosh ever.
Here's a Bailey's was because you can get your ass getting the water.
Can I have some of your hair?
Your hair for the puppet.
I
Are
need
we
upstairs
finding the
and
library?
downstairs. It's got to
just
be
takes it.
realistic.
Yeah, as I say, the cap master drapes.
I'll ask this to the
Andrew,
library
you
when
were
we
asking a
find it.
question. Marco, you were
Yes.
asking a question. Yeah.
I was going to just meditate tonight, actually.
Okay.
Realizing that I haven't done this in a while, and even though I got it like when I did the wish, it was a thing that happened. Focus on the blue flames. See if I can reach stillness and peace of mind enough to be able to do that again.
Can you roll me with...
As a way to like sort of judge how well I am at controlling.
Can you roll me
peace
with
of mind.
focus?
I can. I preferred passion.
Well, but that's not how the lightning bending...
Oh, can I use my advantage?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
What does
That's
that
actually
do?
real meditation, so stare at
With
flames
with
like
the
a
rules
Valor.
with Avatar Legends advantage, I believe is the same as the help action, because rather than re-rolling it, which I think is super overpowered in this, I believe the
Yeah.
help action lets you get a +2. Let me just double check.
I'll take a +2.
+1, so that's a 7, which is a pass.
Oh, thank God.
Winner!
As you focus, Marco, you find yourself trying to summon the blue flames, but instead the lightning crackles across your fingers. You realize that connection to the blue flames,
It's
it's lost.
changed.
It's
Yep.
changed.
Yep, I'm okay with that. It was just sort of a way to me to gauge how I can do it.
Yeah. Perfect. And that is where we will wrap up for tonight, so that we can come back in infinite power, so that we can infinite power. I am the Senate.
You know I'm gonna do this now.
That is where we're going to wrap up for
Sensitive old
tonight.
age.
Yeah. That is where we're going to wrap up for tonight. We will be back again next Tuesday with more Avatar Legends. I didn't want to go too much longer without Bree here, and this is a way of kind of like wrapping up the end of the Eastern Air Temple arc as we head to the next arc of the Hunt for the Spirits. There's another advantage that's been done. Aquila. Okay. I will quickly put down that
Yeah,
Aquila
write
has
that
been
down.
given an advantage. I'll make it.
Make sure, I think it's 7 advantages.
what?
I think it's a +7
Do you get to barter?
advantage.
No, it's a +1. Aquila, I've noted that down. You get an advantage. Perfect.
Okay.
Alrighty. Well, thank you so much, everybody. Stay safe.
Thanks, Dragon.
Stay well. We will see you all again next time. Don't forget, if you're joining us live, you can tune in tomorrow night for our Return of the Giants campaign, the brand new D&D campaign, a completely original adventure. Inspired a little... Adventure? What did I say? Adventure.
Yep.
Completely original adventure, inspired by Storm King's Thunder and some of the consequences of the Tyranny of Dragons campaign, but completely new and original adventure. So until then, stay safe, stay well, and if you can't see us on Wednesday, we will see you on Saturday for Grounded. Until then, farewell everybody. Bye!
Bye, lovely people.
Mwah.